CBSE 10th, 12th Term 2 Exam 2022, Top 10 Tips to Write Perfect Answers in Exam. No matter how well you prepare for the exam, but if you are not able to write down all your knowledge in the right way on answer sheet, all your hard work goes in vain. Actually, it is a well-observed fact that students often become nervous and anxious while sitting in the examination hall. The pressure is so overwhelming that they tend to forget what they had learned during the exam preparations. Though it is natural for all, the situation can be made easy by following a few useful tips while sitting in the examination hall and writing your paper. Here we will take a look at some tips and strategies which will help you attempt your exam in the best possible way. 1. Make the right use of the additional 15 minutes. CBSE provides its students with an additional 15 minutes time for the board examinations. This additional time is provided for students to read the questions properly before they start writing. Students can draft a plan in their minds about how they will solve the paper correctly without getting panicked. So, students must utilize these 15 minutes very carefully to make a strategy for writing their exam smoothly and correctly. 2. Set the priority list. Out the questions in which you are more confident. There's no need to write the answers in the same order as in the question paper. Firstly, write those answers which you know correctly. This will help you gain confidence and will also help you spare enough time to think about the answers to other questions which are a bit blurry in your mind. 3. Read question carefully. Many times students do errors by reading question wrongly. Always read question 3 to 4 times and understand what has been asked in it. Reading question in hurry can lead to write a wrong answer and losing marks. 4. Write brief, to the point answers. Read a question carefully and understand the sense of the question. Try to limit your answer to the requirement of the question and avoid writing huge paragraphs describing unuseful information. Keep your answers left justified. For example, if you are asked the question define soil erosion, then you are asked to write the definition of soil erosion, not its causes or effects, which most of the students write in order to make their answer lengthier. Actually, it's a myth among most of the students that the longer the answer the more they will score. But it's absolutely absurd, as the examiner only looks for valid explanations, but not the stories. 5. Choose questions wisely. Usually, some questions in the paper are provided with internal choices. The student has to select any one of those choices. But the tricky thing with these choices is that students often decide on instinct which question to attempt, and later they regret not choosing the other question which they knew better. This happens because of haste. When it comes to you to choose the questions you want to attempt, give a careful reading to each question at least twice and then create a mental picture of what you have to write in each case. This way you will be able to evaluate your knowledge about the particular question and help you clear away any doubts. 6. Attempt all the questions. We know that there is no negative marking for wrong answers in board exams. So don't be afraid to answer the questions about which you are confused, as you have nothing to lose. Read the question very carefully. Reread the question. Try to understand the genre of the question and what it demands. If you know the answer, then write it. If you don't, then use your brain and make a smart guess. Examiners are always looking for technical terms or appropriate keywords where they may give you marks. 7. Don't decorate the answer sheet. It is well observed among many students that they have a habit of attempting their question paper in a colorful manner by using blue, green and black colored pointers or markers for headings and underlining each one of them. Doing this decorative work is nowhere going to gain you any extra marks, but will definitely take away the precious time that you could have used in thinking and writing the answers to questions that you left for the end. Use only 2 pens, a blue pen for writing the text and a black for headings. While drawing diagrams, you must always use a pencil. It would keep your answer sheet simple and would also give you time to write more. 8. Space out each word properly. Make sure your words are properly spaced out. Don't squeeze in 10 words in the same line. Examiners will find it difficult to read such overlapped words. This may cause a fall in your grades. Your paper should look neat and clean. Try to write the answers in points. Avoid bunching all sentences together. Leave at least 2 lines before and after each question. Doing this will also help you later when you feel you want to add something to your answer. This will prevent you from making your answer script messy. Take a quick glance at important tips for writing appropriate answers in the board exam. Use words according to the marks allotted to a particular question. Do not just write to increase the length of your answers. Instead, compose your answers by infusing the right keywords. Try to use concise words to increase the quality of your answer. Do not use the short forms of words like don't for do not, can't for cannot, won't for would not, etc. Use common and simple words to explain your answer. Do not decorate your answer. Just write in a way that it is easily readable. Space out your words properly. Avoid cutting and overwriting. Use diagrams in your answers to make them more attractive and meaningful. 9. Don't panic. It's not always obvious for you to know everything. There may be some questions that you find beyond your knowledge. At such times, do not panic or be afraid, because this can affect your brain badly, making it blank. This way you won't be even able to answer those questions which you knew initially. Think wisely, be calm and focused. You will have plenty of time to think and frame the answers to all questions. All you need is to act sensibly to keep yourself boosted up with full confidence. 10. Check your answer sheet after you have completed the paper. Don't forget to check your answer sheet, and that even twice at least. Check what you have written. Many times while tallying the answers, we come across silly mistakes that would have been left unaltered if were not checked. Check if you haven't skipped any questions. Also, make sure that you have written your roll number neatly and properly before handing over the sheet to the examiner. These important techniques, if implemented properly while framing your answers, are sure to help you secure the optimum marks in your CBSE Class 10 or Class 12 Term 2 Board Exam 2022. These techniques will also help you complete your paper within time constraints. Just give your best without being worried about the result. Thank you, and don't forget